Hey Nintendo fans and collectors, Lithium here from my channel Nintendo Collecting. You might have realized that I actually redesigned this entire hutch with all of my N64 collection of items. If you've been following my channel, you might have realized that I had a small flood, which means this hutch I actually had to move elsewhere in the room and empty it out entirely, but that gave me the opportunity to actually do my N64 pricing guide for controllers. Then I was looking at this hutch and the way, remembering basically, how I used to display everything, and I realized I didn't have all the controllers displayed in this one hutch at one time, which really would be cool, I thought, so it's time for a new display. So really in this video, I'm just going to take you through what the display obviously looks like, how I display items, and I'm really leaving this open to suggestions to all of you to see if you have anything to say to me to kind of help me out and make this look even better. But essentially on top, you'll realize that I have the 6 Fantastic Series N64 consoles: Smoke, Grape, Ice, Jungle, Fire, and Watermelon. I display all the controllers simply really by taking the controller, putting the cord behind it, and using 2 of the handles to go where the power adapter basically inserts. And that's a really cool way to display these controllers in my opinion. Then below that, you might have noticed that last time I did have some accessories displayed, but not like this and not this many. Now I do have rumble packs, memory cards, and expansion packs displayed below all the consoles, and I actually have 6 of each of those, and it makes for a pretty cool display without covering up the consoles too much. That was the goal, especially on the top. That's an eye view, I think. Now, if I do close this, there's obviously going to be quite a bit of glare, so I'm going to open it back up and just take a look at the second row and the third row. But some of the controllers are covered up, and that's really why I wanted to close it. So I'm going to have to move around a bit, and I was really looking at the optimal way to display these without covering up too much. But on the second row, we have the standard release N64, the blue and white, Die A Hawks, Just Go 30th Anniversary, red and white, and the gold. Below those, I decided to display the 6 colored solid N64, so gray, blue, green, yellow, red, as well as black. And I really am looking for a new way to maybe display these, or possibly display those actually with the 6 Fantastic color consoles. I just don't want to cover up those Fantastics too much, so perhaps I will swap this row and the row up there. Comment below if you think that's a better idea to actually swap those, or if it looks good like the way it is now. And on the bottom shelf, I have some of the really cool stuff as well that looks awesome with a lot of Insignias. I have the Pokemon consoles. This one's from North America. And then the 2 from Japan, orange and blue. Obviously a different blue. And then the last one's actually from PAL. And I'll get a better look at the PAL one over here. That one has the same footprint as the other consoles worldwide, or most of them. However, it does have some Pokemon decals on it, which looks really cool. And then on the bottom shelf, kind of as, I guess, a focal point, I really wanted to show off the Millennium 2000 controller because it's my favorite, and as well as the DK64 controller and Nintendo Power 100 controller because those are basically all from Nintendo Power. Other controllers on this shelf are the fake E3N controller that I have, so that's not official. It really shouldn't be in here, but I'm just placeholding if I ever get it. That is the Extreme Green controller that looks amazing. The Jeffrey the Giraffe controller from Toys R Us, Japan, and then the clear purple or transparent purple controller. Sometimes referred to as transparent purple? No, atomic purple, which is strange. So this display does have 29 of the 30 released controllers worldwide and all of the consoles. However, obviously one of those controllers is a fake, so it really just has 28. And you might be wondering, I've seen other controllers out there as well. Well, you might have seen the Fox Data resprays. I do have those, but I decided to pull that out of the display cabinet because it really doesn't belong in there. There's a set of 4. And then I do have a custom Zelda painted controller that someone made for me, and that one I decided to put in my Zelda corner. So I think for now this is probably a better way to display everything because really it does have almost all the controllers and all of the consoles as well as some accessories. I must note that I am obviously missing some accessories like the RF switch, and I'm also not showing off transfer packs. I just never really got to 6 of those. I think having a lot of memory cards makes sense, having at least 4 rumble packs makes sense, but you don't really need 6 expansion packs. I just thought it was cool to have the 6 for the Fantastic series of consoles, and there are some other accessories, like I said, that I should display. There's even a biosensor that came out in Japan. If you have any suggestions for me about how to display anything optimally or better, I'd love to hear it, especially that Extreme Green controller and the clear transparent purple. Perhaps I could move them somewhere else to make them look even better. Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to fill that like bucket, follow me on all the social links in the description, and remember, as always, go collect them all, and keep smiling while gaming.